Welcome, this is Jody McInerney, and in this video I will introduce you to a game created in Minecraft for Education that you can use as a fun activity with your elementary science students. Escape with Science is a single-player game that should take about 30 minutes to complete. If you choose, you could have them complete the game with a partner, and it's designed for them to review ecology concepts and general science procedures that they've learned earlier in the school year. The objective of the game is to escape 3 different rooms in the lab of the evil Dr. Scientist, and the players escape the rooms by completing tasks and solving puzzles in each of them. Students are provided with a worksheet to help them navigate the game. It includes resources to help those students that may be less familiar with how to play the game, as well as directions on how to collect evidence of their accomplishments in the game. In some rooms, they may answer questions or provide information based on the activities, and in others, they may take photos of the work that they've created. So teachers can download the game world from the user guide to whichever computer they plan to have their students use it on. And then once they've completed that, by clicking to download the file. Once the file is downloaded, then the teacher can simply right-click and open it into the Minecraft for Education game on that computer. And then once that's open, the next time a student logs into the game, they'll be able to select that as a world that they can play in. Okay, so let's have a look at the game itself. Once you go into the world, students arrive at the entrance to the lab and they encounter the lab assistant who has some information for them about how to play the game. So the lab assistant gives the student both some things to help him when he goes into the lab and also provides him with some information. Now, a lot of students at this point, especially those that really love the game and are very familiar with how to play, may want to try to kind of break out and explore the world or do some things, get distracted away from actually playing the game. So the good thing about Minecraft for Education is that it allows the teacher to make some settings regarding the role of the student in the game and activities that they can perform. So for example, the teacher could make the student a member of the game world so that that limits what kinds of things they can break. They can't break out of the game rooms, and they might put them in survival mode, so there's only certain actions they can take. They can limit the ability of the student to use coding to try to do extra things that they may not do otherwise. And the teacher themselves can work in a world builder mode to create and add in boundaries and barriers to limit where students travel within the game. Okay, so let's head into the lab to see what kind of educational activities each of the different rooms have. So in each room, students have to use the signs and information from the characters that are there and maybe clues that they see around the room to figure out what the puzzle is and how to solve it. And that requires them to apply some computational thinking skills. They have to really identify what the problem is, and then use algorithms to develop steps for solving the problem. So in this particular room, we could talk to the lab assistant and he would say, well, these storage chests are a mess. They need to be organized. The things are in the wrong chest. And so the student would have to go and look at each of the chests and try to figure out, you know, what materials are in that particular chest. And okay, well, I know bone meal is, I know what that is. That's a mineral. But what about all the rest of the you know, these buckets aren't really minerals, so I might have to take them out and put them in a different chest where they fit. So by doing that, they are applying what they've learned about lab procedures and materials, but they're also applying critical thinking skills to figure out the problem. So when the students have finished categorizing and organizing the materials into the different chests, they'll actually have built some skills in identifying and classifying information, and that will help them when they move on to the next escape room. So once they've solved the puzzle, the door, they'll have access to leave, and they can go on to the next escape room.